Hey guys, CM here, and this is my part 2 of the Rolex review for a 1988 Submariner that I recently purchased. So, after having worn it for, let's see, a day and a half, I guess, you can see that my body temperature and just the time in general of wearing it has warmed and loosened up the oils on inside this watch. Reduced the viscosity that occurs when you store one of these long term, and so now it's the second hand is actually sweeping decently, because within, I don't know, it took about an hour of, or maybe 2 hours of wearing it and having it running before the second hand actually swept smoothly, which is typical. But as you can see, it's sweeping very nicely. Let's take a look at all the junk that came with it, my paraphernalia. So, there's the big picture here. Well, I guess I got my focus set up for shooting close-up, so we'll just go with that. What do you think, Big Kitty? Huh? Big Kitty. Okay. Alright, here is the box. Like I said, this is a 1988 sub, so all of this is typical with that production date. The wooden lined box, the little presentation angled holder insert thingy, I guess you could call it. And that is real leather. I wouldn't expect anything less from a company that charges an arm and a leg, right? Let's see. Good walk and talk. Oh, I'm sorry, Big Kitty, did I scare you? Okay. Yeah, I guess walk and talk would apply to a box as well, for all you slip joint fans. But this is the exterior box. Still in very, very good condition. Now, when I had my Sea Dweller, the box was much larger and had a sleeve that slid over the whole thing, horizontally. Now, this is the junk that came inside, in the inner box. We have, let's see. Well, I'm not going to go through the trouble of opening this, especially one-handed, because I've got to film with my right hand here. But you got the little depth rating anchor. It says Rolex Oyster, and it says 1,000. I can't even read this in this lighting, but let me see. Okay, it says on the left here, it says guaranteed 1,000 feet underwater. Okay. Maybe I need to get reading glasses, or bifocals. God damn, that means I'm getting old. Okay. On this side, it says guaranteed 300 meters. Rolex Oyster. There's a little chain. This is a little certified chronometer hang tag, which I don't believe my Sea Dweller came with one of these, even though it bears the certification. I don't think they may currently be giving hang tags with watches nowadays, but I'm not sure. I'm not really up to current production stuff. And this is the Rolex polishing cloth in extremely good condition. Very, very soft. I'm not going to unfold it because I like the way it's folded. Very nice. Don't want to fuck that up. Put all that there. That. Let's see. Here's another hang tag. Let's see. Rolex Oyster Swim Proof. Okay. SWIMPRUF. Now, these numbers on here, I'm going to have to do a little research as to what those might mean. But, I know these aren't the serial numbers, and I know these aren't the model numbers. So, who knows? Because, yeah, I definitely know this is not a serial number because they didn't start putting a letter in front of their serial numbers until after '88, I believe. So, see here, we've got the Rolex Submariner history book, and let's see. If you want to read this shit, you can pause it, and after you've read it, resume playing the video, and pause it again. Yeah, you get it. Let's see, here's a shot of this. Here's this. Next. And this is the watch I used to own. Okay. There's the instructions on operating the crown, setting and all that. Now it is a screw down crown. Okay, now it's over with. This I'm not going to go into detail with, but there's a shot of the movement, which is pretty cool. And I don't think I need to remind any of you viewers that if you see a Rolex, quote-unquote, that has a clear case back, where you can see the movement, and the movement says Rolex on the pendulum weight, it's not a Rolex. If I recall correctly, there is only one watch Rolex has made that is, or one model that has left the factory with a display case back. So, yeah, don't get screwed. And my jeweler also threw in this, let's see what the clasp says. Think you can read that? Yeah, Maritac. It's upside down. Yep. So, kind of a James Bond style NATO band. Now, back to the watch here. Not bad for a 1988 pre-owned. Got a very nice patina on this, on the tritium hands and hour indices. I think they pronounced that right. And the bezel, little bubble, or the pearl, I think they call it. There's the 2.5 times magnification window. Triplock winding crown. A good way to gauge the amount of wear on a watch is you look at the clasp, the buckle area, and that's a good indicator as to how much wear it's had. So this is, I would call this, maybe if I want to be really conservative, also known as pessimistic, or I would give it a conservative rating of maybe 93, 92, which is still very good condition. And there is a slight, you can catch those little spots on the rim of the bezel right there, those little high spots. And there's a ding right there by 10, by that marker. And you can also see on the crown, well, maybe you can't see it, but right on the top there's a little ding on the crown. But yeah, very good condition. So I hope you guys enjoyed this secondary part to my Rolex Submariner review. Oh, and I also forgot to mention this is the year that they started using sapphire crystals instead of acrylic for your window here, and also when they put in the quick set date feature, and it's now displaying the proper date. I guess I might have missed when it flipped over. So, alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, guys. Later.